So let's look at your first swing as you take a setup position with the driver. Part of your swing is all golfers are trying to get power from somewhere. And so a couple of things in your swing. We talked about the grip. Your right hand, your hands are in that what we call this weak position, meaning these V's are pointing more towards we need to feel that hands pointing more towards that this shoulder. You're pointing more to that. That little training grip gave you to feel to have the hands on correctly. But your hand is what we call in a weak position, meaning the face is going to be naturally more open. So we had to work on that part to help hit that ball straighter to the grip. Everyone's trying to get power from somewhere. There's 6 things that people possibly can move to get energy. Shoulders, hips, and wrists are the ones at 3 that get you in trouble. They're part of the motion, not really part of the forces. The forces come from the ground reaction. That's how we push our legs off the ground. That moves the core, and the arms swing when that happens. That's the force of energy towards the ball. The hips and shoulders and the wrist will be part of the release energy. So when you swing, you're trying to get power in the hips and shoulders. As you swing through, we're going to watch your front shoulder here. It's going to try to get energy by twisting. You'll see it twist away from the ball. That twisting is pulling the club behind you, and that face is open with the grip. And it just can't get around in. Your club doesn't have any speed. And the faster you try to move this to get more speed, and you'll make it worse. Your head's going to get blamed for everything because it won't feel like it'll sit down. But it's really your shoulder pulling your head, not your head pulling your shoulder. It's also why you can't get to the finish because you're dragging the club through. You can't get this club past your body. There's no slingshot effect to your swing. You're just turning and dragging. So we have to change that order. So this drill gives you to feel the other 3 things. This arm is hugging your core muscles. This arm elbow is close and kind of pinned to your body, so you got to move the arm part of your swing here and don't move from the wrist. And you got to push off the ground as a force, meaning you're pushing, which is what you're doing right here. You see your arm, when you push, your arm starts moving. That means your core is moving. You need to feel the power from the ground in your core and your arm. That's your power. This keeps this shoulder from opening up, keeps you down through that shot for power. So right there, you're in your power position. And that's different than the twisting position. So we got to get that feeling. So it's a good drill for you to do. You can do it with if you just put a comforter down, a club upside down, you can hit that. You could put the back of your couch and just hit something nice soft with that without a club. Also notice your hand is in this open position. Your palm is facing up. It needs to be facing down because that's an open face. So the palm, when you do this right here, this palm, where you shouldn't see any fingers, you see the top of your hand. So when you're doing this drill, we should see more of the top of your hand, and that will get a better sense of that. So we got to make sure when you're doing that drill, you don't have palm up, because that would be an open face. So the next thing we did, we just kind of hit the bag. You can still see your palm is up. And see when you go up, that face is open. Gotta feel that palm when you're hitting that bag. Same feeling, powerful, same thing. You're feeling just compression. See how your shoulder doesn't open up? Every time you hit the bag, your instinct is to get energy into the bag. This is you trying to get energy around into the finish. We take the bag away. See how your shoulder's not opening up? See all the energy's heading to the ball. Your legs are moving. So that has a power feeling to it. Like I said, when you get that, now right here, this is where the power becomes a slingshot. The club going swinging past our bodies, our speed. There's our hit. That's the speed part. You normally drag and never get the speed into the golf club. So this is when the club really starts speeding up and hitting the ball further. We got the hit first. We still just need to feel that palm right there. It needs to be palm down, or you have an open face. But there's your hit feeling, and then that's releasing the energy. Hit, let it go through, that's your speed. Better known as I just kind of equate to throwing a ball. You're hitting or force, release energy. That's when the hips and shoulders and wrists go flying by. Hit and then let it go. So here's me doing this drill, the palm. See how my palm is down? So when you're doing this drill, see my palm is, you make sure this palm is facing that way. So that's an open face, so it's important for that fingers or thumb, don't, so you can see more of your fingers, you see just the top of my hand. Because that's driving that energy downward. I don't want that face open, so we gotta make sure you're doing that, you don't have that face open.